look at what you can get. Unbelievable. Drop down, get dirty. Tiny's garden. Drop down, get dirty. Tiny's garden. What do you think of that for my new tagline? Drop down, get dirty. Tiny's garden. What do you think? You dig it? You don't dig it? I'm dabbling with some merch, so we'll see. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Hey, garden gals and guys, it's Steph with Tiny's Garden coming to you today with my Ranunculus and Anemone schedule. I just posted my video about how I'm starting my Ranunculus. I'm following it up today with my schedule for Anemones and for Ranunculus as far as dates I'm planting them, if I'm successioning planting them, etc., etc. So grab a pen and paper if you want to follow me along here in Zone 5B. You're more than welcome to. Again, I am not an expert, but this is what I am doing this year. I did do my anemones yesterday. I took a quick video of it. I'll put that together in a quicker video than the Ranunculus one. I'm doing them very similar. I just did something a little different, and I'll explain that here in a second. I'm burning up. It's toasty in here. The anemones I started yesterday on January 31st, and those I actually soaked all night, 24 hours. So that's a little different than I did the Ranunculus. I'm doing an experiment because I read that you can soak them all night. So we're gonna see if I have good luck or bad luck with that. Comment below and let me know what you do for your anemones, if you do it any different. I know a lot of people do it the same and just soak them for 3 to 4 hours as the Ranunculus, but I'm trying something new. So now all of those that I've already started are in the pre-sprouting process. They will be there for about 7 to 10 days, probably no more than 2 weeks. So on February 12th, between February 12th and the 20th, I'm giving myself a little leeway there. I will come in and pot all of those up that are viable. So if they have roots on the bottom and a little growth on top, or one or the other, I will pot those up into 3 to 4 inch cans. 3 to 4 inch cans like this, and grow those on in the greenhouse between 45 and 55 degrees. Definitely no hotter than 70. They don't like hot temperatures. During that same time period, between the 12th and the 20th of February, is when I'm going to start my second batch. So when I say start, that means these will begin the pre-sprouting process. Same as I did before. Put them in trays with some soil, cover them up, allow them to grow roots underneath and some growth above. They'll stay in that tray for 7 to 10 days pre-sprouting. So all that is happening between February 12th and the 20th. Now, a couple weeks to a few weeks after that, March 6th, technically I think it's 2 weeks. Give yourself grace if you're not perfectly on schedule, because believe me, life happens. We all know this. So if you're a little off, you're a little off. But this is just giving me a schedule so I can try and stay on track to the best of my abilities. So don't beat yourself up, just give yourself some guidelines here. So on March 6th, I will plant all of them out. That's pretty early in our season, I'm aware. They'll probably need to go under row covers. I plant in raised beds. I think I can fit all of them in one raised bed. I will put row covers on that for any hard frost. They don't want temperatures under roughly 28 degrees. So frost cloth is going to be important if we have any really cold freezing temperatures. That frost cloth has got to be on them, but otherwise I think they should be okay. So the target date to plant all of them out, that's the ones that are pre-sprouting right now, the ones that will be pre-sprouted a couple weeks later, all of them out into the raised bed by March 6th. The reason for that, for doing 2 different plantings, is just so that I can have blooms on a longer period of time. So the ones that have already been started and will grow on in the greenhouse in 3 to 4 inch cans should be farther along and should bloom first before these that are going to be started a couple weeks later. So instead of having to pot these up in 3 to 4 inch cans, these should go right out into the garden after they're pre-sprouted. So you can see I'm kind of skipping that step because I won't need to. It'll be time to go out to the garden. So that is the plan, and why am I pushing this? Because I do feel like it is pushing it a little bit for our area and my zone in 5B. My last frost date is May 2nd, but the idea is that I can get blooms earlier in the season and maybe even for Mother's Day, which is May 14th. So that is the idea. If I can get them through March, April, I should have some blooms in May. Crossing my fingers. It's going to be close though, because ranunculus usually takes 126 days from planting to bloom, and I would be pushing that window. It's actually toward the end of May that I think 126 days will land, but we'll see. If I can get some blooms for Mother's Day, I would just be thrilled. And that's it. That's my schedule. Hopefully you could follow that. Again, nothing is set in stone. Give yourself a little grace, but that is what I'm writing on my calendar so I can try and stay focused and organized in getting these cold, hardy plants out into the cut flower garden. And we gotta get some pre-sprouted first. I checked today, I don't have any pre-sprouting yet. So I'm a little nervous, but there's time. I did go ahead and mist all of the trays that have been started. I misted the top of them. Originally in the video, I only misted the top of one and left the other one not misted just to see the difference, but the soil felt pretty darn dry. So I did mist the top of all of them. I'm gonna check them again in a few days. It's day 3, so there's time, but I really, really hope they pre-sprout. Comment below and let me know how your ranunculus and anemones are coming along, if you started them, if you're waiting a little bit. You veterans that have been at this for a long time, especially if you're near me in the Chicago suburbs, Zone 5B, if you've had blooms for Mother's Day, if you've had any luck with that for ranunculus and anemones, because I don't think it's an easy feat to do, but how glorious would it be if you can have those beautiful blooms in time for that special holiday. I'm gonna try for you, Mom. I'm gonna try for you. But that's it for today. Short and sweet. I hope this was helpful or at least enjoyable, and I will be back soon with my February sowings because we're ramping up here very soon with a lot of different seeds starting. So stay tuned for that. A reminder, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to follow along with all things garden. It really helps my channel, and I would love to have you here and be a part of this community. Don't forget to like the video, and we will see you all in the next one. Happy planting, everybody.